Top to morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Deku was the milim naga as his brother. So in this What If universe, Demon Lord Milim still acts like her age, like he basically, but in this world, instead of her wearing the outfit, though, I hope I don't be demonetized. I hope I don't. That one. So, yeah, I'll just use that. But she's more her, like, basically a more like happy in this What If compared to like the, so in my What If, or in this What If, she's more. So I'm adding Inko, but instead of like a Sashi, it would be like some random dragon. Or actually, no. So they had. So it would be like her tragic backstory thing. And like, so Inko had two kids. One was a dragon, and the other was a toddler of Demon Lord Milim. Yeah. So Demon Lord Milim, at age of 4, got her quirk checked, and she had the quirk of Revenge Flame. Basically, if she uses, or it's like Forge of Creation and Momo's is Creation, because so she ends up training, and she came up with her new armor for herself. And that is her new armor when she reached 15. Of course, Zuko was a dragon. Not just a boring dragon like the wyverns and and all that stuff. I know that probably some of you are going to get mad because I said that, but hear me out. Zuko was a infinity dragon. Basically, it looks like, where is it? It looks like that, but with rainbow dragon wings. And plus, because it has the powers of infinity and zero. So basically, he is a dragons of paths. Basically, or past the destiny dragon. So his father taught him how to control it. So then of course, his his job as a, of course, the dragon or his father told him to protect his sister at all times. Be her big brother. As the, yeah. So then time progressed, and the Inko and the shot, or no, Inko, I'll just say Ashashi was a dragon one. And both of them tragically died. I mean, as so basically when she saw her father and mother died, she thought she was going to be a last person in her last person in her family. Like, because her dragon brother was doing something. He was like getting firewood thing, and when he came back, let's say they were in like a forest, and but when he flew back, he saw something tragic too. And now 15. Or time skip to 15. Now she's 15 years old. She's kind of scared of because of going to UA, because she doesn't meet anyone, or she doesn't recognize anyone. So everybody treated her in that school. Most of the girls, or like Ochako, treated her as a person. Like, she cared about her. But deep down in she's still startled that, as Bakugo was there, she recognizes him. As Bakugo was being super kind to her, as everyone's like, man. So then she took a class she went through she went through the written part, and she got 100% on it because she was a super smart girl. I know in the anime, like in canon version of the slime movie, and the reason why I say slime movie is because I don't want to take too much of the name of, I'll just say it, that time I got reincarnated as slime. So so that's why I call it slime movie. So that's, okay. So because, and when she did the robot part, she was knocking villains, or the robots with like 10,000 punches. Yeah. She got over 1.9 million points. That's higher than, way too higher than All Might. As she's like, she's in class 1A. As everyone is like, sees her as or most of the boys sees her as a cutie. Yeah. So, yeah. And because Ochako made friends with her, and she's like, some of the girls says they all called you cutie. All the boys called you cute. As they're like, or she doesn't understand what that means. What does it mean? Well, it's you're cute. Okay. So, and she doesn't know what it means, so she's just gonna roll with it. And because she was living on the streets thing, and her parents were like, she grew up with in the woods things, so she's kind of knows where everyone's at all times in the woods. She's a country girl, should I say. So, basically, Zuko, but she doesn't know that her brother is still alive. So then, the ball throw, she throws the ball. And and rumors spread around like there's a wild dragon among us. In the forest. As All Might, or actually Razorhead tells them there's a dragon in the forest, and us pro heroes have to kill it. She's trying to think. Like, her face is like, she's trying to figure out something. Why? At first she was like, she doesn't know who. So then at USJ they had that attack, but then the villains attacked into them, but then the power surge and the blackout, and then the villains were all knocked out, or everyone was knocked out. Including his sisters. So Zuko, or the dragon, snuck in and picks up his sister. Puts her outside with her classmates. And then so then he used the power of the string or like rope thing to like rope them together. So then when he left, everybody came back to their senses, like woke up. And Milim Naga was wondering what just happened. As everyone's like, what just happened? Next minute we were all fighting the villains. Next thing remember, we're woke up here. So then the time skip to All for One versus All Might. And Zuko at the ESJ thing was doing like that stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah. So then that all happened, and the voice, or he made a hologram of a young man teleported right in front of Nezu and tells him that the ESJ is getting attacked thing. So then after he left, and then so then the time skip to All Might versus All for One. So let's say Milim was captured because rumors of a legendary dragon spread it around like wildfires things, and whoever obtains the dragon heart is now immortal. So but they did not know that so the Lord Milim was at the time, or she doesn't know who, or I'm trying to think how to say this properly. She was scared out of her mind. Like she wants someone to save her. So then All Might was down, but the All for One is gonna shoot a beam of light as a shadowy figure of a dragon flew over and landed right in front of All Might when the beam was about to hit him. Or actually, they hear a roar, like a powerful roar, as the All for One says, "Here he comes, the legendary dragon that everyone spread rumors about in the forest. The paths of destiny dragon. The most powerfulest person in the world." As he lands right in front of All Might. Looking right at All for One as he says, or telepathically says, "You stay away from favorite idol and my sister. As all for one says, perfect. As he traps as all for one springs his trap, forcing him down to the ground. As All Might was 5 blocks away. As All for One walks up to the dragon. Now, I have figured out a way to becoming immortal. That's why I needed one of the pro heroes' quirks. As All for One says, but I really didn't need to. Because when I capture when had to capture your sister. So then All for One goes in and he opens the gate thing, opens the the portal, reaches inside as he pulls out Zuko's his heart. As Zuko is roaring, as All for One grabs his own heart from his chest to put he yanks out his old heart, and replaced it with a new heart. As All for One became, as his body starts to, so now he's in his prime. He took off the mask and showed his true form, his prime form. As a voice in her head and she knew who it was. It was her brother that was still living. As she ran right past the villains that were trying to hold her, as she runs right beside her brother's giant-sized head. As she tells her brother that, you're okay. Please. Stay with me. As All for One, or as Zuko says, see ya, a little bit, little sister. As he dies, as she starts crying, as All Might could not believe that the dragon saved his life. And in exchange, All for One took the dragon's and his life away. And the prime All for One was like, stupid dragon. It was all the trap for him, specifically him, to fall for it. And it makes you, or so your brother was a dragon prince, or prince of all dragons, and you were the princess of the dragons. Dragon princess. Yes. Both of you have dragon blood, and so then when she turns, she like does that like weird thing where anime characters just disappear and reappear, and punches Prime All for One with enough force, sending All for One backwards. And because All for One's immortality was about to run out. So when Zuku's had super regeneration. So when he came back, he's like, your brother had regeneration abilities, doesn't he? That's why he's immortal. He can never die. And she's beating on him around like a little rag doll. Out of hatred. So, yeah. But then, something unthinkable. Of course, All for One was, or she was down. Where is it? Here it is. She was strapped down. As All for One says, I don't need you anymore, so it's time for you to die. As he's about to have him to die. So So, but then his attack stopped right in front of her face, or her chest, as a strong guy formed from where Zuku's head. As from the Zuku's back. As a strong guy formed, armed. Kind of looks like that, but with longer hair. So, yeah. As he says, you're trying to hurt my sister. I'm back, little sister boy. Now, as he flies right up to All for One, and as his sister was so, surprised. So, yeah. So the Zuko runs full sprint. As Zuko's was 10 times faster than his regeneration that was stolen by All for One. Yeah. As All for One's entire body is exploded one by one, two by two. Yeah. As he finishes All for One off, he crushed All for One's new heart. And as All for One dies, right then and there. So, yeah. So then Zuko gets up. He looks over at his sister. Or actually, he gets up. He says, trying to kill somebody that's unkillable is ridiculous. As he does that kind of pose, as he looks at his own sister, or he turns around, but oh well. At least is and plus our father told me to look after you. So, as his sister looks at him, like with proudness in her, there, because she knows that she's happy that her brother is still alive. So she ends up looking at him. So then the Nezu ends up walking over to him. And says, you must be the dragons that, or you must be the dragon prince that is her brother. Yes. Call me Zuko Midoriya. Or Zuko Nava. Zuko Nava. Yeah. It would be because they're brother and sister, so they share the same name. Same last name. So then So, yeah. Or actually, yeah. How long has this... Hold on, I messed up on something. Okay. So, Milim Nava in this universe is her full name is Milim Nava Midoriya. Milim Nava Midoriya. She was gonna have the Milim Midoriya. That would be, yeah. But yeah, so he ends up having Milim Nava Midoriya. So yeah. So his sister's happy as she even runs over to him and hugs him. And so Nezu says, do you want to join the UA? Sure. I'm only guardian of my own sister. So then his sister is like, is happy that her brother is there. So, yeah. So then the day after that, when everyone heard about the or all the girls that's except for his sister. So so all the girls were like that. So, yeah. So every girl wants to ask Zuko out. Because when they saw that, and like what he is, he looks like a mix between that guy and Android 17. When he, yeah. So, the Android, or so Zuko, or so the, yeah, Zuko Midoriya instead of Zuko Nova, is, yeah. So all the girls had a heart. Some of them were from class 1A, 1B. Some even pro heroes wanted to ask him out, like the dragon hero. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, here, let me demonstrate it. Right, Hero Academia. Dragon hero. This girl. So I'll probably leave it off, but who do you want on? Do you want, or here, I'll make a poll for it, but let's just say, because Zuko was the same age, or it looks like the same age as what she is. He, and his dragon form was a lot bigger than her, like, dragon form. So, yeah. So, Zuko ends up getting asked by her. So, yeah. I was gonna pick, like, Momo and Ochako. But, yeah. So Zuko was the, like, basically a, yeah. So he was, like, sister, or the milim Naga's brother, to protect her. Yeah, so then, and I didn't, and no, she is not the mother of Zuko. It was Inko. Because in the canon, she has this attract, like, small stuff thing. But in, yeah. So then she asks him out, and they would go on a date, and, yeah, things just got weird. Milim Naga got asked out by a bunch of boys, and she's overwhelmed. So then, yeah, so she's embarrassed. Because she's trying to, like, figure it out, as Zuko could sense which boy she would rather be with. So Bakugo, or let's say Bakugo and Todoroki, wanted to date milim. Yeah. So because Demon Lord milim chose those two, yeah. So then the time skip to Overhaul thing. And Overhaul, like, killed Zuko twice. And second time, Zuko or both times, he was in his dragon form. And, yeah. Then that happened. So everyone was like, yeah. So then so Zuko and the dragon girl, her, ended up, because both of them got married and had I'll just say a daughter with blue hair and similar color eyes, and, like, yeah. But hers would look like Reamer's, but with, like, a little bit more darker blue hair color instead of, like, light blue. So it would be similar to the Zuko's dragon form. Yeah. And then the more milim was, yeah. So please leave a like. Let's see how far we made it to. So, yeah. So please leave a like, share, subscribe, and peace out, y'all. Peace.